Volcanoes are among the most powerful forces of nature on our planet. These colossal geological structures have the ability to reshape landscapes, influence global climates, and even alter the course of human history with just one mighty eruption. Throughout history, volcanoes have both fascinated and terrified us with their awesome displays of power. They serve as a reminder of the immense forces that shape our world and the fragility of life in the face of such natural wonders. Now get ready to embark on a journey to discover some of the most awe-inspiring and potentially cataclysmic volcanoes on the brink of eruption. Yellowstone National Park is renowned for its geothermal wonders, and it is here where the Yellowstone Supervolcano resides. This behemoth lies beneath the park's northern section and has the distinction of being the largest active volcanic system in the contiguous United States. The Yellowstone Supervolcano consists of 3 distinct calderas, the most recent of which formed about 640,000 years ago. However, it is important to note that these eruptions occurred before humans set foot in North America. Yellowstone's magma chamber is primarily fueled by a hotspot, an exceptionally hot area deep within the Earth's mantle. This hotspot allows molten rock from deep within the planet to ascend toward the surface, creating the potential for volcanic activity. It is estimated that there is enough magma beneath Yellowstone to produce thousands of eruptions, similar to the one that created Crater Lake in Oregon. Despite its potential danger, the Yellowstone Supervolcano is a major tourist attraction. Visitors come from around the world to witness its geothermal marvels such as geysers and hot springs. The park authorities closely monitor any signs of increased activity at Yellowstone to ensure the safety of those exploring this extraordinary part of the United States. If Yellowstone were to erupt today, the consequences would be nothing short of catastrophic. An eruption of this magnitude could unleash unimaginable destruction, sending ash and debris raining down over vast areas and disrupting global climate patterns. The impact on local ecosystems would be devastating. But, surprisingly, scientists believe we are overdue for a major eruption. Typically, major eruptions occur once every 600,000 years. And given that the last major eruption happened 640,000 years ago, we should be seeing one soon. Experts suggest the next eruption may happen in the next 30,000 years, but they say there is no need to worry, since it will not happen anytime soon. Mount Vesuvius holds a significant place in history as the volcano that buried the Roman city of Pompeii in the year 79 AD. Located in Italy, Mount Vesuvius is one of the most famous volcanoes in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It stands as the only volcano in mainland Europe and also the most dangerous. With a population of over 3 million people residing in its vicinity, Mount Vesuvius poses a constant threat of eruption, making it one of the most closely monitored volcanoes in the world. Mount Vesuvius is particularly dangerous due to its proximity to the densely populated Naples metropolitan area. Should the volcano erupt, the consequences would be severe. In the event of an eruption, the effects would be devastating. The nearby cities of Naples and Pompeii would be at the highest risk. Volcanic ash and gases would envelop the region, causing widespread damage to property and infrastructure. The economic impact would be substantial, with disruptions to transportation, agriculture, and industry. Pyroclastic flows, lahars, and volcanic debris flows would further exacerbate the destruction. Evacuation plans have been put in place to mitigate the impact on human lives, but the scale of such an event would pose enormous challenges. While the possibility of an imminent eruption may seem remote, Mount Vesuvius serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature and the importance of preparedness. Scientists continuously monitor its activities to ensure the safety of the surrounding communities. Mount Pinatubo, located in the Philippines, erupted in 1991 in what was the world's most violent eruption in a century. It sent a column of ash 22 miles into the atmosphere and ejected over 2 billion cubic feet of material during the first few hours alone. The eruption caught many off guard, but geologists had been monitoring the volcano's activity for several years prior. In 1987, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology began to record increased seismic activity at Mount Pinatubo, indicating a potential reactivation. By 1991, gas emissions and ground deformation provided further evidence of magma movement beneath the volcano. Despite these signs, the full extent of the impending eruption was not anticipated. On June 15, 1991, Mount Pinatubo roared back to life with a series of powerful explosions that shook the nearby towns and villages. People living nearby were stunned by the sheer force of nature unleashed before them. The eruption column rose high into the atmosphere, casting a dark cloud over the landscape below. Hot ash and gases rained down on the surrounding areas, causing widespread devastation. Thousands of people had to flee their homes, seeking refuge from the falling debris. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, along with local authorities, worked tirelessly to monitor the situation and issue warnings to the public. They knew that the coming days would bring forth even more challenges. As the eruption continued, so did the outpouring of support from various organizations and countries. International aid poured in to assist the Philippines in its time of need. The global community came together to help the affected population recover and rebuild their lives. Relief efforts focused on providing food, medical supplies, and shelter to those who had lost everything. In the aftermath of the eruption, the world witnessed the resilience of the human spirit as communities came together to heal and rebuild their lives. The tragedy of Mount Pinatubo served as a reminder of the destructive power of nature and the importance of preparedness. The lessons learned from this catastrophic event continue to shape volcanic monitoring and disaster response efforts worldwide. Located in the South Pacific Ocean, Tonga-Hunga, Hunga Ha'apai is a submarine volcano that erupted in January 2022. The eruption was so powerful that it was visible from space and generated a tsunami that caused devastation across the Pacific. Tonga, a small island nation consisting of 169 islands, is situated on the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it highly prone to volcanic activity and earthquakes. Hunga Ha'apai, also known as the Tonga volcano, is a relatively small volcano compared to others on this list. Its name translates to the volcano which is situated above the water in the Tongan language. Prior to the 2022 eruption, the volcano had been quiet for several decades. However, in late December 2021, unusual activity was detected by the Tonga Geological Services. Seismic records indicated increased activity, suggesting a potential eruption. On January 14, 2022, the first eruption occurred, marking the beginning of a series of explosive events that would have profound consequences for Tonga and the wider Pacific region. The initial eruption was followed by others of varying magnitudes, creating towering columns of ash and steam that reached great heights. Submarine eruptions created underwater explosions and displaced large volumes of water, eventually leading to the formation of tsunami waves. Tsunami waves generated by the Tonga volcano eruption impacted not only the Tongan Islands, but also other Pacific nations, such as Japan and Peru. Coastal communities were severely affected with widespread flooding and significant loss of life and property. The Tongan Islands experienced the full force of the tsunami first, with entire villages being wiped away by the surging waters. Homes, businesses, and essential infrastructure were decimated, leaving thousands of people homeless and without access to basic necessities. In the aftermath of the tsunami, rescue and relief operations were swiftly launched by both national and international agencies. The Tongan government, despite its limited resources, mobilized all available assets to assist those affected by the disaster. As the world watched, aid began pouring into Tonga, providing much-needed support for the recovery process. In the heart of Southeast Asia lies Indonesia, a country that is home to thousands of islands. Among them is the island of Java, where Mount Semeru, also known as the Great Mountain, stands tall as the highest peak. For centuries, Mount Semeru has captivated the attention of locals and scientists alike. Its slopes are rich in natural beauty, adorned with lush greenery and traditional villages. Yet beneath this picturesque landscape lies a powerful force of nature waiting to be unleashed. Mount Semeru, an active stratovolcano, has a history of powerful eruptions. One of the most notable occurrences took place in 1914, when a major eruption claimed countless lives. The impact of this catastrophic event left an indelible mark on the surrounding regions. To mitigate the risks associated with volcanic eruptions, the Indonesian authorities established a danger zone around Mount Semeru. Within this restricted area, resettlement efforts were initiated to move people away from the potential path of destruction. Those living in hazardous zones were relocated to safer areas to minimize casualties and property loss in the event of an eruption. Despite the dangers posed by Mount Semeru, the local communities have shown remarkable resilience. Farmers and villagers continue to live on the lower slopes, adapting to the challenges posed by the volcano's unpredictability. The Indonesian Center for Volcanology and Geological Hazard Mitigation continues to closely monitor Mount Semeru's activities. Advanced monitoring systems such as seismographs, gas and thermal imaging cameras are employed to detect any signs of unrest. This vigilant approach ensures that local residents are promptly alerted, enabling them to take necessary precautions if an eruption occurs. Education plays a vital role in raising awareness about volcanic hazards. Local communities are regularly informed about the volcano's behavior through educational campaigns and workshops. Emergency response plans are developed and practiced, ensuring that residents know what actions to take in the event of an eruption. Mount Ibu is an active volcano located on the Indonesian island of Lombok, just east of Bali. It has a history of significant eruptions that have shaped the landscape and affected local communities. Mount Ibu stands majestically on the island of Lombok, Indonesia. Its slopes are covered in lush vegetation, creating a picturesque backdrop for the island's landscape. However, beneath this scenic view lies a powerful force that has the potential to unleash devastation. Throughout history, Mount Ibu has displayed its power through numerous volcanic eruptions. One of the most notable eruptions occurred in 1894, resulting in substantial loss of life and widespread destruction in the surrounding areas. The impact of such events has left an enduring legacy on the island's inhabitants. Over the years, the Indonesian authorities have taken measures to address the risks posed by Mount Ibu's volcanic activity. These strategies aim to protect the lives and well-being of the people living in its shadow. Monitoring networks have been established to keep a close watch on the volcano's behavior. Sophisticated instruments such as seismographs, gas sensors, and thermal imaging devices are utilized to detect any signs of unrest or potential eruptions. These advanced monitoring systems enable scientists to gather valuable data and provide timely alerts to local communities. In the event of an eruption, rapid warning systems have been implemented to ensure that people can evacuate quickly and safely. Sirens and loudspeakers are strategically placed throughout the region, capable of emitting loud, attention-getting sounds that alert residents to seek higher ground or move to designated safe zones. Public awareness campaigns play a crucial role in educating communities about Mount Ibu's volcanic hazards. Through these initiatives, residents are informed about the volcano's history, potential risks, and the necessary precautions to take. Educational materials, including pamphlets, posters, and public service announcements, are widely disseminated to ensure that people understand the importance of being prepared. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more updates.